Welcome back to my channel. This is Caribbean Duck. If you're new, I'm gonna give you a tour of my garden. So today is my day to show you my garden. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified of my other videos that I'm gonna be posting in the future. So we start in the backyard, and this is my little raised bed area that I just started, and I'm gonna show you the progress of this as we go along. So stay tuned for the other videos, and please do remember to subscribe, and so I can share with you all my planting and plants. And I have a lot of medicinal herbs that I plant also, that's good, and I'm gonna share that with you in future videos. So for now, I'm just showing you my plants that I started, and I'm organizing and getting it started. And this is what we call married man pork from Guyana. It's a type of basil, very fragrant and smells awesome. It's good to put in any kind of food, so look out for that. Got a lot of peppers in the pots, as you can see. I got my wide leaf thyme, or what they call Spanish oregano. A lot of medicinal value in that as well. More peppers, more married man pork, basil, more peppers. And on the ground, I got peppers. I got some pole beans starting to run, so I'm gonna set that up with a string so I can get that going. Also, I have same in between, same bean, very nutritional, a lot of minerals and vitamins in these items. So stay tuned. I'll let you know more about that in the coming video. But as you can see, I have my girls out. They're free ranging, and they're getting all the goodies off the ground because they're tired of eating grains and berries. I also give them kitchen scraps. So here's one of my big boy, and here's another big boy right here. So I'll tell you later. Gonna have a good duck curry cookout for you. I'm gonna share. So let's get started on the plants. Here we go. I just like to see my animals out in the yard free ranging. So this is after about a week and a half of nice rain. As you can see, my pole beans are reaching for the sky. My same is also up to the top. It's reaching the trellis, and it's growing good. I got peppers going, bird peppers. Like cooking with bird peppers, fried rice, bird peppers, and weary peppers. I have some of those coming up. A little neem in that little pink pot. I got my mulberry there too. Gooseberry, Guyanese gooseberry. Got my lemongrass going. Pineapple in the bottom pot. And there you go again, the same. It's coming right along, reaching for the sky. Rosemary. Very good for cooking. A lot of meats. And here I got a little baby cashew plant. I get my cucumber growing up. I got okras in the back there, or okra. We'll show you the progress of that later on. And as they bear, I'll make new videos. I'll let you see. Oh, scallions. I don't plant scallion. I mean, don't buy scallion. I plant the root buds, and I continuously get scallion. This is my cinnamon tree. As you see in my earlier videos, I use the leaves for tea, and as it get larger, we'll use the bark as well, and that's where we get cinnamon from, cinnamon sticks. And this is my huge Indian almond. It creates a very beautiful shade. I love it. I like the way it branches out. Reminds me of an umbrella type plant. Very shady. And later on, if I want, I can set a bench under there, relax, a hammock, anything like that. The chickens and the ducks, if it's too hot, they go underneath for shelter. And this is what we call rose apple. Rose apple or Guyana cashew. We got dongs, or jujube, as it may be called. Dongs. There's another downs on this side. I'm propping up this limb that almost fell. And hopefully next year we get some, at the end of this year, we should get downs. And here we go. This is our bay rum tree. That's where we get our bay leaf. This is an allspice tree. Oh, this is good for when you're barbecuing or cooking anything, bacon. Oh, gives you a nice, the other name for this is called 5 spice, because it smells like 5 different spices. And this one here is our black sapote, or a chocolate pudding fruit. When this gets large and ripe and you cut it open, the texture and the color of it is like chocolate pudding. You mix it with some milk and sugar, and it's awesome. It's just like chocolate pudding. Eventually, when we get ripe fruit, I'll cut them open and show you a video. Yeah, we have a lot of bearings, a lot of fruits. Hope they all hold on and we can get some in the future. Saijin. A lot of people know about Saijin, but do you know the value of Saijin? It's also called moringa. Now, Saijin is a very valuable plant. It's also known as the tree of life. Yes, we have leaf of life and we have tree of life. The tree of life because it has this single plant, moringa, has all the amino acid and vitamins that you can get out of any green vegetation. So here we go. This is our sweet sap. And it's starting to flower. Hopefully we get some this year. Just last year I got 1. And so this tree is its 2nd year bearing. Very tasty fruit. We have Suriname cherry that I propagated here. I can show you that later on, how we propagate these berries. And in these pots I have lemon pepper, weary pepper, or what they call mari weary or weary weary. And I have some lemon pepper, I have scotch bonnets, chocolate scotch bonnets, and Moruga Trinidad 7-pot pepper. We have some vines, some sweet potato vines, and we have our seasoning thyme wide leaf thyme, Spanish oregano, some more of that, same thing. I have garlic chives in the pot. My miracle berry tree is coming right along. Malabar spinach, or thick leaf bhaji, as they call it in Guyana. Lemongrass. I got dasheen bush, or edo leaf. And here we go, passion fruit vines that coming right along. I got lime trees growing in the pot. Guava. This is a variegated guava. Very sweet guava. One that doesn't get worm, which was very important for me because I want to enjoy guava. Ripe guava that's ripened on a tree without worms. So these are one of the very few guava that you can eat right off the tree. You won't have to worry about worms because it has a thick skin and the bugs cannot penetrate the skin, so no worms. But very sweet. So here goes our papaya. Sapodilla. It's sapodilla. I just cut it back. It was getting large. Cut it back so it can spread outwards. More sapodilla. More sapodilla. Mango tree. So now this is called a patio mango. The little one on the left is the smallest bearing mango tree that you could ever get. It's called a patio mango or Pickering mango. The one that shoot up on the side is a sucker, and I'm gonna cut him off. He came from off of the grafting branch, and I'm gonna have to eliminate him. So you have Suriname cherry. The rainy season just started, so we don't have any beer in right now, but the rainy season started, and now we're gonna start seeing flowers for most of these fruits. My vegetables are growing. Look, a beautiful flower. When you get close up in person with nature, you can see the beauty. And I have one more cherry. This one is called Barbados cherry. Or wait a minute. This one is Suriname cherry. The other one was a Barbados cherry. Yeah, I got a little mix up. And of course, we got coconut palms throughout the property. I got here some more medicinal plants here. We got our dragon fruit. Hog plum. You guys know about this in Guyana. The trees get very big and tall, so I have to keep trimming this back. This is hog plum. It turns a reddish color when it's ripened, orangish reddish color. Very sweet, good for pickling. Some people in the Caribbean pickle. Here goes my fig. Once again, this year I'm getting more figs. Last year I got about the same amount of figs on my tree. I didn't even get to eat one because the birds were attacking it as soon as it started to get ripening. So I'm gonna have to do something to ward off the birds so I can get a few of these to maybe make a jam or something with my figs. Figs, love figs, nice and sweet, very fibrous, long gone. It's similar to a lychee berry, but it's the brung version of a lychee. More coconut palms. Yes, I like the look of coconut palms in the yard. And I do like coconuts, so in about another 5 years we'll be getting coconuts. So now here's another very important tree that I started from seed. And I got some bearings from it last year. This is soursop. And I often use the leaves to make tea. Have a lot of nutritional value. And I'll post more videos on my plants that I use for tea. So remember to hit that bell and subscribe, please. Here's a flowering plant that I'm gonna pass. Cape Myrtle. And we're coming up here past this palm tree. There's another soursop tree. Some people call this the money tree because every part of this tree could be used, and people often buy the leaves. So when you sell the leaves, you make some money, hence the name money tree. Okay, next we have here similar to a sugar apple, Anona. Very sweet fruit. This is my seedling. Bananas. I'm not doing well with bananas, but I'm gonna take these out in the future. Sweet tamarind is coming lovely. It's planted by seed. Sweet tamarind. Annatto. Pretty sure that most of you guys know about this. This is where you get food coloring. People use it for stews. But what you don't know is this is also medicinal. Good for stomach ailments, digestive system. You can make a tea. You can use it in your cooking, in your soup, your stews. Annatto. It's very important. We're coming up here to our loquat tree. I got a lot of bearings from this prior to this season, and not doing exactly the best, but it's coming. There are more dragon fruit, and we got Saijan moringa. I like dragon fruit, so you'll probably notice that we have quite a few dragon fruits going up the trees. Might have to trim it back a little. June plum, or what you call golden apple. Like to make a drink with that. Oh yeah, you cut it up, put it in a blender, and you put some sugar and a little lime juice. Oh, it's so refreshing. Gotta try it. Golden apple juice drink. Try it. Over here we got coffee. I got about a handful of coffee a little while ago, and this tree is doing fine, and it's getting ready to put out more bearings. This is coffee arabica. Eventually I'll propagate that and make more coffee plants, and I'll show you what we use them and how we use them. Another almond tree. Yes, this is edible almond. This is also known as Indian almond. Another tamarind tree. Now tamarind, I'll tell you some of the specs on tamarind later on. And we have our orange, grafted orange tree. This is the red, blood red orange. I'm working on that. Avocado, that's coming along. And this is my pride. This is one of the best mango I ever eaten. And because there's just a few on the tree, it's getting very large and it's getting very sweet. And in order for me to protect them, I'm doing an air layer here so I can get another tree off of that limb, so we can clone that. So I'll show you again how I protect it, so at least I can have a few. So I cut a bottle down and put it around the fruit. And this alone will prevent animals and bugs from intruding and getting into the fruit. And at least I can get a few to enjoy this summer. Very sweet mango. It's called Valencia Pride. No strings. Very smooth. Firm mango. Love it. It's the best table mango ever. So you can see here, I cut the bottle down from the top all the way down to the bottom. Open it and cover the mango with it. And this alone will prevent the squirrels and the other animals, raccoons or whatever, from eating it. So at least I'll get just a few. Papaya. Now this is a new trick that I learned how to chop the papaya tree when it gets too tall and make it into dwarfs. So it springs right back up and it produces more fruits again. This papaya is very sweet. Another papaya tree that I just cut down and it produces new limbs and continue growing. And I will get more fruits off of this same tree as long as I fertilize and give it good soil and water. It'll continue to produce. Now this is my Julie mango. Didn't do well this season. Just a few mangoes that were on it, but I doubt whether it'll hold. So most of the mango fell because we didn't get enough rain, even though I water it daily. But the rain is more important. So this is my Julie mango, grafted. It's only about 3 feet tall, but it's already producing. This is one of my favorite mango as well. Sweet. This is one of the mango when it ripen. You can actually even eat the skin of it. The skin gets very thin and it's edible. You can eat right through the skin when it's ripened. Julie mango. Oh, it's awesome. Very sweet. Might want to even lick your finger when you finish with this one. A remarkable thing that's happening. We're close to summer and it's already given another set of flowers. I don't know if it will hold. But here we go to our jackfruit. These are jackfruit seedling. We got a long way to go with these jackfruit. I planted it by seeds. And over here we have our pineapple. This is a very sweet pineapple, hard to find. Neem. Natural antiseptic, natural pesticides. A lot of products is made out of neem. Toothpaste, soap, lotion, gel, cream, oils. Here's more dragon fruit. And as you can see, guinep. We have guinep, chinip, whatever you want to call it. This is also called cocoa plum or fat poke. We usually use this as a barrier for privacy on the fence lines, but it also produces fruit that's edible. I got another one there, and here goes my sweet potato vines. I'm trying out a new way of growing these sweet potato vine with these special potato bags. These potato bags have a pocket that once you grow it, you can open the pocket and check on the tubers to see what you got while it's growing. So I'm trying out these potato bags. Let you know how that go in the future. My pond. I currently have a bunch of fish there. I have warmouth, bluegill, tilapias. No, I don't have hasas yet, but eventually I might get hasa. This is an old fireplace that I'm gonna demolish and redo. I'm gonna do a video on that and let you know how that go. Here's my little handiwork. I made a wooden bench out of pallets. And over here we overlook the pond. I often come over here, feed the fish, and watch them take a seat on these logs. I even do some handiwork and make a log bench from a tree that I fell. I just chop it up, sit it on top of each other, and I have a log bench, rustic. Here goes my girls. They're foraging, grazing, they're eating, and I often throw table scraps at them. So another look at the backyard garden for my herbs. Oh yeah, once again guys, stay tuned. I'm gonna give you my recipe for favorite duck curry. This is a little apple plant that I just trimmed back. It was getting too tall, so I trimmed back. I don't remember what type of apple. Now this is another one that I promise you that I'm going to tell you much about. This one is very important. This is the leaf of life. And then remember we have the tree of life. So here is persimmon. This one is still in the pot. I have to put that in the ground eventually. Katuk. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Katuk, another medicinal plant. Katuk.
Inside. Come on, let's go. In.
All right, time to go in. It's getting late. Come on, guys.
Inside.
We gotta get you in.
Inside.
Let's go. Let's go. In. In.
Inside.
Now this girl here, she's playing stubborn. She knows what time it is. She heard me.
Inside.
Now get in. All right, everybody's in. It's rest time. It's getting dark. Let me shut you up. Close you guys up, and we'll see you tomorrow. Now this vine here, this lovely greenery, is called a gack fruit. A gack fruit. Just imagine it's almost a little bit larger than a passion fruit, and it's completely red when it's ripe. It looks similar to a passion fruit, but inside have a blood red fruit flesh that's very sweet and tasty. I don't know if it has any medicinal purposes as yet. We'll look into that, but that's the gack fruit vines. And in the bottom here, it creates a nice shade, so I'm starting some peppers and some okra. Here's my lychee berry fruit. Lychee tree. So this tree was getting a little bit bushy, and I trim it down a little bit. Last year I got lychee. This year it looked like it might skip me because we didn't get enough rain. So we're coming almost to the end here with some of my last plants. And just today, I'll show you what we got from our girls. This is today's yield. As you can see, we got a little bit over 24 eggs there. There's some are duck eggs and some are chicken eggs. And these are some of the most nutritious egg, organic. And this is the star of the show. Hey guys, close your eyes. Kids, look away. This is how it all gets started. And in the garden, in the yard, there's always helpers. Mischievous helpers at it. And sometimes they pick and harvest the fruit before it's time. And I'm glad I got this video to show. And there it goes. They picked an unripened, unmature fruit. But they're helping. These are my little helpers. Thank you, baby. Thanks for watching.